Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. To me, Thanksgiving is about giving, and I use this holiday to celebrate with family, old friends, and new friends. It's a tradition at our home to put feelers out to all people who are away from their home or family and make sure I invite them to my home. If they can bring a traditional dish from their family to share with ours, it's a wonderful way to share a piece of each other's traditions. It makes for a big festive Thanksgiving full of great food and fun. Today I'm going to introduce you to one of my very good friends, Joe Limbo. Joe is famous for his Thanksgiving turkey brine, and he is here to share his recipe with Dig This Design and your family too. You know, Joe, a couple of months back you made us one of your famous turkey dinners, and I just fell in love with your brine. Some people brine their turkeys, some do not.
Right.
Tell me why you think that brining a turkey is the way to go. I mean, you sold me because I've tasted it, but why do you think it's necessary and important to brine your turkey?
Right. Well, it's simple, and to be honest, all you really need is this, salt. You could actually leave all this other ingredients out. Chemically, puts moisture back into the meat of the turkey by sitting and absorbing it. And what's interesting is once you do the salt, you can add other components to it, and it also draws the flavor of those components in there.
Okay.
The key ingredient is how much salt you put in to the turkey. You don't want to over salt it, and you don't want to under salt it, and also how long you brine it for, depending on the weight of the turkey. But you could mix up anything you like. If you decide you don't want garlic and onion, and you could add cranberries or wine, but it's simple and it goes quite fast. All you really need to do to brine a turkey is the salt. Everything else is kind of added on and preference of what you like. One of the things I like to add flavor is dried apple chips. Really gives it a nice flavor. And these you can get at Publix in the produce section. This is sea salt. It's Celtic salt. Any sea salt works, and if you don't have sea salt, you can use kosher salt, but do not use table salt.
Okay.
It's way too strong. And that's 1.5 cups. And then you have 5 tablespoons of dried onion flakes. And we have 5 tablespoons of powdered dried garlic. This is 4 tablespoons of thyme, 10 bay leaves, 5 tablespoons of lemon pepper, and this is optional. It's a cup of sugar, brown sugar. It's not a lot of sugar, but if you don't want to add it, you don't have to, but it really does add a lot of flavor. So it goes in. It's something nice. If you want to make this ahead of time, put it in a mason jar. It kind of brings out all the flavors, and it can sit for months.
Okay.
So you can store it or give it as a gift. Okay, then you just kind of shake it all up. And that's kind of what it looks like, but smell that. And by the way, this isn't just for turkeys. You can do pork chops.
Chicken.
You can do chicken. The only thing is you don't brine them for as long as you will a turkey. So what you've got here are all those ingredients combined, and then we mix them in 1 gallon of water in a pot and bring it to a boil. And you rolling boil, and you'll boil that, turn it down to a simmer for about 10-15 minutes. Then take it off, let it get to room temperature. Then you have to put that in the refrigerator, because what you're going to wind up doing is putting the turkey, and this is a 13-pound turkey. You'll put the turkey, if you have brining bags, you can use those. And best time to buy these is right after Thanksgiving. These came from Williams-Sonoma. They're half price. And I don't know if Publix carries them or not. But and if you don't have a brining bag, that's fine. If you got a pot, a good sized pot will fit the turkey and the brine. So you mix this with 1 gallon of water, bring it to a boil, cool it, and then refrigerate it. And when you're ready to put the turkey in a bag and put the brining solution, you put the gallon of brine, and you add 1 gallon more water plus 2 cups of water, and 6 cups of apple cider.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and zip that up, put it in the refrigerator. from 0 to 13 pounds, you probably want them in there for 12 to 15 hours.
Okay.
From 16 to 20 pounds, you're looking at 16 to 24 hours. And then if you have a good sized turkey, 21 pounds to 30, you're looking at 24 to 36 hours. Probably more the 30-hour period to get into the turkey because how big they are.
Yeah, so you got to take that into account.
Right,
To be ready for
and that's on the
Thanksgiving,
recipe.
yeah.
Oh, also make sure you check the size of your bags, because we just found out we had 2 large and 2 small, so I already used a large. But most people aren't going to probably use bags, so they'll use a container. In this case, we'll use a stainless steel pot. We'll just add the bird. And then
I'm going to stand back.
yeah, I don't blame you. This is the briming solution. You just pour that over it. Okay. Then we need 1 gallon cold water. And of course we've got to do 2 cups. This is the recipe I had and it's worked. And then if you hold this, I'm going to pour 6 cups of apple cider. And not apple juice. This really puts a nice flavor along with the dried apples.
So that's 1.
I like to move it around a little bit, just get everything mixed.
Now you're going to take this and put this in the fridge.
I'll put this in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow morning I'll take it out and rinse it under cold water.
Okay.
And get the salt off of it. And then you can prep it any way you normally would prep your turkey. What the turkey that you had, I went and bought smoked jowl bacon and salt pork. And I rubbed the bird with olive oil. And then I layered the bacon and the salt pork on it to give it extra flavor. Also makes great gravy, but it also keeps the bird even nice and moist. And then you tin it until about the last hour. Okay. And then tin it with aluminum foil and take it off and let it get golden brown. And that's it.